I was born 11:05 at night, St. Francis Hospital. My mom named Pearl, my dad named Frank Sr. I was raised in Pauoa Valley between Punch Bowl and Pacific Heights. I went to, you want to know schools?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What
I
school you
went to
went?
Pauoa Elementary Kindergarten, Cathedral Grade School, first grade to eighth grade. Then I went to Damien Memorial High School.
Mhm.
And then I went seminary. I was studying to be a Catholic priest. I was there for 4 years at St. Stephen's and got my degree at Chaminade. Then I went up mainland 3 years and got my master's in divinity.
Mhm.
And then I came back home and I was a deacon for about 11 months. And then I decided I better go find out before, I make the final step. So I told him I'd take a break. And my brother-in-law hired me to entertain tourists. And that was a Canadian tourists. And it was 7 mornings a week, 2 shows a morning. And I would do the breakfast briefings. Had about 1,000 tourists each show.
That's when
That was
briefings were
unreally
huge too, right?
Yes, it was big. And then after that, I would do the beach parties, and then the pool party, and then
Hey, God,
before
just laugh,
dinner.
God.
And then after dinner, after the dinner show, I would go do the nightclub show, and so I worked really, really hard. And then I got a job at the noodle shop. And then I was at the noodle shop till 89, from 77 to 89. And while at the noodle shop, the most important, the biggest thing that happened to me was Lucille and Imelda Marcos coming to my show, along with Carol Burnett and Jim Neighbors. And he brought all these people in. And then from there, I went, where did I go? To Queen Kapiolani Hotel. And I was there till 94 when the Persian Gulf War broke out. So everything stopped. But just about maybe 6 months later, the Polynesian Palace said Al Harrington retired. So I took that over. And I was there until the economy went sour. So then I went to the Hula Hut. And I was at the Hula Hut for about 6 months, and they broke down the building. So I closed all the
While you were in it.
Yeah, almost. I tell you, they're so terrible. They don't tell you, I was in the dressing room. Anyway,
What's that noise?
that noise. And then after the Hula Hut, then I went collect unemployment for 2 weeks. And then one lady went say, "Oh, Frank De Lima, poor thing, Portuguese lady." She would tell David. She said, "Oh, poor thing, he's collecting unemployment." And I got calls from all my friends at Punch Bowl. "Are you collecting unemployment? What happened? You need help." So you tell her, telegraph, Portuguese. Yeah. So the whole Punch Bowl found out that I was collecting unemployment, but not for long. And then I went to the captain's table, and I performed there for 5 years. And then they went bankrupt. The building went bankrupt. So then I went to the pagoda. So if you hear the history,
the other thing is, at this moment, I'd be like, I should have stayed a priest.
if you see it, I closed the noodle shop. I closed the Queen Kapiolani
There's a
Hotel.
common theme going on right now.
I closed.
Hey, Jordan, should we stop recording?
And this podcast is coming to an end.
Everybody, this is the last episode of Keep It Aloha. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. That's what Pagoda told me. They said, "Don't come here. We don't like clothes." The food and beverage manager.
Augie didn't tell me that when I said get Frank De Lima on the podcast.
Yes.
He left that part out.
Well, but God is good, because after I went to the pagoda, I had a place to do all the main, Mother's Day, Father's Day, all those, at least for that time. And then
It's a
the
good ring,
palace,
too.
the palace called me up and said, "Come back." And so after 9/11, I went back. And I was there for a few years, and Chara was there, loyal. I entertained with Glenn Medeiros. It was a really big. And Don Ho did the dinner show, and then I did my show after. So that brought me to 2000 and whatever. But the past 10 years, nothing. only Augie and Andy, they conjure up these
They get you out of the house.
hey, we go play at Pearl Ridge.
We'll go play.
We'll go play.
Throw Frank a bone.
We'll go play Pearl Ridge. And I said, okay. They said, where? And they said, one empty store. I said, okay, only get one empty store. Yeah, only one empty store. And that was it.
Yeah. Just to see you in that club in front of that topless mannequin.
I know.
Amazing.
I had this naked mannequin in the back on the stage. I said, everyone we went to. Well, we only went two, but they put that same thing up there, and I never understood why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. Well, for being the oldest, you have a really good memory. I can barely remember what I did in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, because when you get to me, I'm gonna go. I don't know.
A lot of